massive semi-truck thunders along a rain-lashed highway at night, the windshield smeared with water. Headlights cutting only a few feet into the darkness. The sky is bruised purple-black, lightning cracking in the distance as the truck driver's tense silhouette grips the wheel, the atmosphere oppressive, lonely, and endless. On the storm-soaked roadside, a pale young woman in a soaked white dress stands unnaturally still, rain sliding off her body without soaking in, her hair clinging to her face, one thin hand raised, not in a wave, but a commanding gesture, the highway stretching endlessly behind her, swallowed by fog. Inside the cab, the girl sits in the passenger seat, her skin icy pale, lips slightly blue, colorless eyes fixed straight ahead, rainwater dripping onto the mats, shadows and condensation filling the cab, the faint glow of the dashboard flickering as the driver glances nervously. Slowly, she turns her head in an unnatural motion, pale eyes locking onto his, her wet hair framing her unsettling face as she whispers, "East." The truck barrels forward through suffocating fog. No landmarks, no gas stations, no civilization, just endless road vanishing into mist, the odometer stuck and the dashboard clock flickering with unreadable numbers. Inside, the driver glances at the fuel gauge that hasn't moved in hours, the air thick, his eyes watering as the girl sits perfectly still, hands folded neatly, before slowly smiling too wide, teeth too sharp, shadows deepening unnaturally around her. Fog curls tightly around the truck, half-formed shapes pressing faces against the windows, mouths moving in silence, ghostly whispers seeping inside. The driver sweating as the voices swell into a chorus of despair. The truck suddenly skids to a halt on the foggy highway, headlights flickering before dying, plunging the cab into suffocating black, the driver panicking as shadowy figures emerge slowly from the fog. Shambling closer, the girl opens the passenger door, unnatural cold spilling inside as she steps down gracefully, her soaked dress trailing behind, dozens of blurred, broken figures surrounding her, their lifeless eyes fixed on the driver. Trembling, he clutches the CB radio, voice desperate, calling for help, but only his own voice crackles back through the static, whispering, "You were warned." His sweat-slick hands trembling, he bolts from the truck, boots splashing across the slick, endless highway, pale broken figures following with whispers rising louder, the road stretching unnaturally far into choking fog. From the mist, a rusted, crooked sign appears, reading, "End of Route 46, last mile," the letters peeling and wet with condensation as the driver stares in horror, ghostly figures creeping closer. The asphalt beneath him softens, turning to thick black tar that sucks at his legs, pulling him down as he thrashes violently, clawing at the road, the faceless figures encircling, their whispers deafening. Before him, the pale girl stands calm and expressionless, reaching out one slender, cold hand, headlights from the truck blazing behind her, to reveal an army of the dead. Her voice soft and final, "You're eastbound, Daniel. Welcome home." Weeks later, on the same storm-drenched highway, another trucker spots a lone figure by the roadside, a bearded man in a driver's jacket, soaked and desperate, arm raised for help, his face pale with pleading eyes. But as the headlights draw close, the figure vanishes into the storm, leaving only the endless rain.